Hello and welcome to this crochet tutorial where you are going to learn how to make this gorgeous little alien. You can turn this into a keyring or have it as a charm for your bag, or just keep it the way it is as a little toy. It's the cutest thing ever and it's perfect for a gift for a loved one. If you enjoyed this video, please like and subscribe and leave a comment down below. I hope you really enjoy making this, so let's get started. You will need some yarn. Today I'm using this gorgeous neon green colour for the skin and I'm using this orange colour for the t-shirt. You will also need some plain black yarn for the eyes and you will need some toy filler for the stuffing. You will also need a pair of scissors, a crochet hook. I would recommend using a size 2mm, 2.5mm or a 3mm hook for this project. Today I am using a size 2.5. You will also need a darn and needle to sew in all of your ends. And if you want to turn your alien into a little charm for your bag or a keyring, then you'll need a little metal clasp like this one. So let's begin. So to begin, grab the colour that you are going to be using for your skin. We are going to start from the bottom upwards. So we are going to start by making our legs. And to start that, we need to do a magic circle. So get your yarn like this and wrap it around your fingers. And then bring it through just like that. Now this here is our magic circle and this little loop is where we are going to put our hook. Just like that. And then twist. So from here we are going to chain up 1. And in this circle we are going to put 5 single crochets in there. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Now, as you can see, this little tail end here, we're just gonna untangle that. And then if you gently pull on it, it will bring the circle together. Now we are going to slip stitch to the first single crochet of the round. So if you go back around from the stitch closest to your hook, count back 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That is the first single crochet of the round. So insert your hook in there, bring your yarn through and through and pull on that so it's nice and neat. And here you have made a little circle with the 5 single crochets that you've done. From here we're going to chain up 1 and we're going to put 2 single crochets in each stitch around. So go back into the same stitch with 2 single crochets. And same again in the next. And same again. And this is going to be my last 2 stitches. So in total you should have 10 single crochets around your circle, and if you've got 1 stitch left like this, then don't worry about that one. So we're just going to slip stitch into the first single crochet of the round. So if you go back from the stitch that's closest to your hook and count back 10, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, we are just going to slip stitch. So straight in, bring that out, through. So for this next round, we are going to chain up 1, and we're going to put 1 single crochet in each stitch around the circle. So we've got 10 single crochets in total, so at the end of this round we will have 10. So go into the same stitch with 1 single crochet, and same again in the next 9 stitches. So that's 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. And again, slip stitch into the first single crochet of the round. So if you want to go back around the circle and just double check that you've got 10 single crochets. Once you have done that, we are going to do exactly the same. So chain up 1, and we're going to put 1 single crochet in each stitch around the circle. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. And again, slip stitch into the first single crochet of the round. And our next round is going to be exactly the same again. So chain up 1 and put 1 single crochet in each stitch around. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. And lastly, slip stitch into the first single crochet of the round. Now you can chain 1 and cut your yarn, and that is your first leg complete. So next up, we need to make another leg exactly the same. So if you would like to rewind this video and make another leg, then feel free to do that now. On your second leg, do not cut your yarn, because we're going to carry on crocheting with this yarn. So I will meet you back up when I have done my other leg. Once you have made your both legs, we are now going to connect them. So on the second leg that you made, you are going to chain up 1, and you're going to get your first leg, and you are going to put your hook into the stitch where you left off. So mine is just there. And we're going to do a slip stitch. So we are just going to grab our yarn with our hook, bring that through and through. So from here, we are going to chain up 1, and we're going to put 1 single crochet in each stitch around this leg. So we will have 10 single crochets in total. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 and 10. Once you have your 10 single crochets, you should be near the middle, and we are just going to put 1 single crochet into that stitch in the middle. Once you've done that, we're going to go around the next leg with 1 single crochet in each stitch around. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 and 10. Now that you are near the middle, we are going to put 1 single crochet in the middle again. And then once you've done that, we are going to slip stitch to the first single crochet of the round. So bring that through and through. Once you've done that, you can chain 1, cut your yarn and pull it through. So you have completed your legs. Now we're going to move on to doing the t-shirt. So grab your next colour. So my next colour is going to be this orange. As you can see, we've got a few little tail ends, so if you can, just pop them inside the legs so they don't get in the way. We are going to get our hook and pop it into the stitch where we left off. Put your next colour around your hook and pull that through. Chain up 1, and we're going to put 1 single crochet into the next 5 stitches. So we're going to go into the same stitch where we connected, put 1 single crochet in there. It's 2, 3, 4 and 5. Now we are going to do a decrease stitch, and this is basically it's crocheting 2 stitches together. So you do this by inserting your hook just like you're going to do a single crochet. Bring your yarn through. Now hold it there and put your hook into the next stitch. Bring your yarn through, so you should have 3 loops on your hook. Grab the yarn with your hook and bring it through all 3 loops, and that was a decrease. So we are going to put 1 single crochet into the next 5 stitches. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4 and 5. Once you've done your 5 stitches, we need to do another decrease. So insert your hook into the next stitch, bring your yarn through and hold it there. Put your hook into the next stitch and bring the yarn through. So you've got 3 hooks, 3 loops on your hook, and then grab your yarn and bring it through all 3 loops. Next up, we're going to do 5 single crochets into the next, we're going to put 1 single crochet into the next 5 stitches. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. And again, we're going to do a decrease stitch. And you should have 1 stitch left, so just do 1 single crochet into the next stitch, into the next 2 stitches, 1 single crochet into the next 2 stitches. And then do a slip stitch to the first single crochet of the round. From here you can start to add your filling into the legs, but just be careful not to add too much because it may get in the way. So once you've done that, you are going to chain up 1, and we're going to put 1 single crochet in the next 4 stitches. 1, 2, 3, 4. And we are going to do a decrease stitch in the next 2 stitches. So bring your yarn through, go in the next stitch and bring it bring your yarn through, and in the next stitch bring your yarn through all 3 loops, and then we are going to do 1 single crochet in the next 4 stitches. 1, 2, 3, and 4. And then we are going to do a decrease stitch in the next 2 stitches. And then we are going to do 1 single crochet in the next 4 stitches. And once you've done that, we're going to do a decrease stitch, and then we're going to put 1 single crochet in the next stitch, and then we're going to slip stitch to the first single crochet of that round. For this next round, we are going to put 1 single crochet in each stitch around. So first of all, chain 1 and put 1 single crochet in each stitch around the body. Once you've done that, slip stitch to the first single crochet of that round. Next up, we are going to chain 1, and we're going to put 1 single crochet into the next 3 stitches. So 1, 2, and 3. And now we are going to do a decrease stitch. So insert your hook, bring your yarn through, and then go into the next stitch and do the same, and then bring through all 3 loops on your hook. Next up, we're going to do 1 single crochet into the next 3 stitches. Once you've done that, put a decrease stitch into the next 2 stitches. And then put 1 single crochet into the next 3 stitches. And once you've done that, do a decrease stitch. And I have got 1 stitch left, so I'm just going to do 1 single crochet in there. And then I'm going to do a slip stitch to the first single crochet of that round. Now from here you can add a little bit more filling. We're just going to be adding it in as we go along. Okay, once you've done that, we are going to move on to our last round of the t-shirt. So chain up 1 and put 1 single crochet into the next 2 stitches. And then we're going to do a decrease. And then put 1 single crochet into the next 2 stitches. And then a decrease. And 1 single crochet into the next 2 stitches. And then we're going to do another decrease. And then slip stitch to the first single crochet of that round. Chain up 1 and cut your yarn. Now we are going to move on to doing our head, so grab your skin colour and we're gonna insert our hook from where we left off, wrap the yarn around your hook and bring it through. Chain up 1 and put 1 single crochet into the same stitch. Now we are going to put 2 single crochets into the next stitch, and this is called an increase stitch. So it's 2 single crochets in the same stitch. In the next stitch we're going to put 1 single crochet And in the next stitch we're going to do another increase, so that is 2 single crochets into the same stitch. In this next stitch we're going to do 1 single crochet, and in the next stitch we're going to do another increase. In the next stitch we're going to do 1 single crochet, and in the next one we're going to do another increase. And then this last stitch we're just going to put 1 single crochet. And once you've done that, slip stitch to the first single crochet of that round. As you can see, we've got 2 tail ends coming from the neck part, so we're just going to tuck them in so they don't get in the way. For this next round, we are going to chain 1 and put 1 single crochet into the next 2 stitches. And in this next stitch, we're going to do an increase, so that is 2 single crochets into the same stitch. And then we're going to put 1 single crochet into the next 2 stitches. And we're going to put another increase in the next stitch, so that's 2 single crochets in the same stitch. And then we're going to put 1 single crochet into the next 2 stitches. And then another increase in the next stitch. And then 1 single crochet in the next 2 stitches. And then this last stitch will be an increase. Once you've done that, slip stitch to the first single crochet of that round. And then for the next round, we are going to chain up 1. And we're going to put 1 single crochet into the next 3 stitches. So go in that same stitch for 1, 2, and 3. And then we are going to do an increase in the next stitch. And then we are going to do 1 single crochet in the next 3 stitches. And then we're going to do another increase. And then 1 single crochet in the next 3 stitches. And then another increase. And 1 single crochet in the next 3 stitches. And then this last stitch will be an increase. Slip stitch to the first single crochet of that round. And then chain up 1. And then we are going to put 1 single crochet into the next 4 stitches. 1, 2, 3, 4, and then the next stitch will be an increase. and then 1 single crochet in the next 4 stitches. And then we're going to do an increase, and then 1 single crochet in the next 4 stitches. And then another increase, and then 1 single crochet in the next 4 stitches. And this last stitch will be an increase. And once you've done that, slip stitch to the first single crochet of that round. Once you've done that, chain up 1, and now we're going to put 1 single crochet in each stitch around. Once you've done that, slip stitch to the first single crochet of that round. And then chain up 1. And we're going to put 1 single crochet into the next 5 stitches. 1, 2, 3, 4 and 5, and then this next stitch is going to be an increase. And then put 1 single crochet in the next 5 stitches. And then do an increase. And 1 single crochet in the next 5 stitches. And then an increase. And 1 single crochet in the next 5 stitches. And the next stitch will be an increase. And once you've done that, slip stitch to the first single crochet of that round. So for the next round, we're going to do 1 single crochet in each stitch around. So chain up 1, and then it's just 1 single crochet in each stitch around. Once you've done that, slip stitch to the first single crochet of the round, and then from here we are going to start to decrease our stitches. So chain up 1, and we're going to put 1 single crochet into the next 4 stitches. And then we are going to do a decrease. And then same again, 1 single crochet in the next 4 stitches. And then a decrease. And then 1 single crochet in the next 4 stitches. And then a decrease. And we're just repeating that right the way around. So 1 single crochet in the next 4 stitches. And then a decrease. 1 single crochet in the next 4 stitches. And that should bring you back to our beginning stitch. So slip stitch into the first single crochet of that round, and then from here we're going to chain up 1, and we're going to put 1 single crochet into the next 2 stitches, and then we're going to do a decrease. So it's just a repeat right the way around, 1 single crochet in 2 stitches and then a decrease. So 1, 2, decrease. 1, 2, decrease. 1 and 2 and decrease. Once you reach your beginning stitch, do a slip stitch. And before we continue, we are just gonna begin to fill our head. And once you're happy with how much filling you've got, we are going to continue and do exactly the same as the last round. So chain up 1 and then do 1 single crochet in the next 2 stitches and then a decrease. And just continue doing that until you get back to where you started. And then once you get back to where you started, I don't know. Once you get back to where you started, just put a slip stitch into the first single crochet and then chain 1, and we're going to cut our yarn, but make sure you leave enough because we need to sew the hole together, and also if you want to do keyring then you're going to need a little bit of yarn, so leave that long enough and then pull your yarn through. From here you will need to get your darning needle. And once you have threaded your needle, you are just gonna sew this hole, the top of his head together. And once you have done that, as you can see, we have got 2 tail ends coming from our legs. We are just going to sew them in too. So we have now completed our head and our body. The next thing we need to do is make our arms. So for your hands, we are going to start with our skin colour, and we are going to start this round with a magic circle. So wrap your yarn around your fingers, bring it through, and then put your hook into the loop, and then chain up 1. Now we are going to put 5 single crochets into our magic circle. So 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. So get your tail end and just untangle, and then pull on that to bring the circle close together, and then you are gonna connect to the first single crochet of that round with a slip stitch. So here you have a little circle of 5 single crochets, and what we're going to do from now is put 1 single crochet in each stitch around the circle. So first of all, chain up 1, and then just put 1 single crochet in each stitch around, and by the end you should have 5 single crochets. And once you've done that, just connect to the first single crochet of the round. And just gently pull on your yarn so that your work is nice and neat. What we're going to do from here is chain up 1 and then cut your yarn. And then once you've done that, grab your other colour and we're just gonna connect this from where we left off. So insert your hook into where you left off, wrap your yarn around your needle and then bring it through and chain up 1. And we're going to put 1 single crochet in each stitch around, so by the end you will have 5 single crochets in total. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4 and 5. Once you've done your 5 single crochets, slip stitch to the first single crochet of that round. It's a little bit tricky doing the arms because it's so small, but we've got 3 more rounds left of doing the exact same. So chain up 1 and put 1 single crochet in each stitch around. And connect to the first single crochet of the round with a slip stitch. And we're going to do that 2 more times. So chain up 1 and put 1 single crochet in each stitch around. And then slip stitch to the first single crochet. Chain up 1 and do that one last time. 1 single crochet in each stitch around. And slip stitch to the first single crochet that you've done. And once you've done that, chain up 1 and cut your yarn. Make sure you leave the yarn long enough because we're going to have to sew our arm to our alien. Pull that through. And then we're just going to repeat that round and make another arm. So if you have to rewind this video and rewatch it again, then feel free. I will meet you back when I've done my other arm. So once you have completed your both arms, as you can see, we've got a lot of tail ends coming from this, so we're just gonna sew them in before we sew them to our alien. So I've got these 2 sticking out of the middle and I'm just gonna push them in. I've got this plastic crochet hook and it's perfect for doing this. So anything long and skinny will do. Just push them in, sew the hidden. And same again with the next one. and with the tail ends that are coming from the bottom, we will sew them. So if you grab your darning needle and we're just gonna sew them in so they are well hidden. And then give it a trim. So once you've put all your tail ends in, you can then sew your arm onto your alien. So I'm just going to do this by threading the yarn with the needle and then going in by the neck. You can do this any way you like. Just make sure that it's nice and secure before you cut your yarn. I just like to do it a good few times just so I know it's secure. And once you're done, cut your yarn. I will meet you back up when I have done my other one. Okay, so once you have connected your arms, it's now time to do our eyes. So I'm just going to use some plain black yarn for this. And I'm also going to use a different hook size. So I'm going to use a size 3.5mm. And this is because I just want the eyes to be a little bit bigger. So this is the size that the 3.5mm makes. You can stick with the needle that you've been using, but the eyes will be a little bit smaller. So what we are going to do is begin with a slip knot. Wrap your yarn around your fingers and bring it through. Put your yarn into the loop and pull. So from here we're going to chain up 4, 1, 2, 3 and 4. We are going to skip this stitch that's closest to our needle, and we're going to go into the next one with a single crochet. And then in the next stitch we're going to put a half double crochet. So yarn over, go into that next stitch, bring your yarn through and then through all 3 loops. In this next stitch we're going to put 2 single crochets. So that's 1 and 2. And what we're going to do from here is turn our work. So we're working on the bottom, if that makes sense. So we're going to go into the same stitch that we've just been working in, but we've turned it around. So we're going to put a half double crochet in there. So yarn over and go into that same stitch we've just been working in. Bring your yarn through and then through all 3 loops. In this next stitch we're going to put a single crochet. And then in this next stitch we are just going to put a slip stitch. And then we are going to chain up 1. And then we're going to do a slip stitch into this next stitch. And then from here we can chain up 1 and cut our work. Make sure to leave the tail end long enough so you can sew your eyeball on. And there you go. So repeat that. If you need to rewind this video, then go ahead and do that now, and I will meet you back when I have made my other eye. Once you have completed your both eyes, it's now time to sew them on. It may be easier for you to pin them into place before you sew them. But you don't have to if you don't want to. And just use your darning needle to sew them on. So you should have 2 tail ends coming off your eyes, and you can use them both just to sew the eyes on and make sure they are secure. And once you're done, just put the needle so it's coming from the back of the head. Bring your yarn through, and here you can cut your yarn and squish the head together, and you shouldn't be able to see that black yarn coming through. So once you have attached your eyes, congratulations, you have made an adorable little alien. If you would like to make this into a keyring, what I like to do is get my small 2.5mm hook, pop it through the centre of the head and grab that tail end and bring it through. And I like to chain up 6, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, pull your yarn through, and then with this little metal clasp that I've got, just use your darning needle. Put it through there. And then go back into the center of the head. And you've made a little loop. So what I'm going to do from here is just go in and out of the head a few times, just so that's nice and secure. And then once you are confident that your keyring is secure, cut your yarn. And congratulations! Once you are done, congratulations, you have now completed your cute little alien. These are just the most adorablest things ever, and they are perfect for little gifts for people that you love. If you like this video, then please leave a comment down below and subscribe for more. Thank you so much for watching, and I hope you have an amazing day. Bye!